Wind still howled outside, but the study window was sealed shut, bolted, locked from within. Yet last night, the constable claimed it was open, storm gusts blowing papers everywhere. Arthur ran a finger along the frame. No scratches, no pry marks. Then, something caught the light. A single feather, iridescent blue, curved like a crescent moon. He plucked it free, longer than a sparrow's, glossy, unmistakable, macaw, scarlet and blue, native to Brazil, not this island, not anywhere near. He'd seen this feather before, yesterday, on Eleanor's hat, perched above her left ear as she stood by the fireplace. 3 of them, matching exactly.
So how did one end up wedged in a locked window? It couldn't have blown in. The latch hadn't moved. Dust clung to its hinges, undisturbed for weeks.
Arthur pressed the feather flat. Its base was slightly bent, not wind-tousled, hand-placed, forced into the groove with care and intent.
Someone wanted it found, wanted it tied to Eleanor, wanted the police to think she opened this window during the storm to let someone in or out. But she never did. Her alibi held. She was in her room by 8:50, confirmed by the maid. Yet the feather said otherwise, a silent accusation. Arthur walked to Eleanor's wardrobe, found the hat on its stand. 2 feathers remained, 1 missing. Snapped cleanly at the quill. Fresh break. He compared the lengths, matched perfectly. Same sheen, same curve. Someone took it while she slept, or while she wore it earlier that day. Only household staff handled her clothes. Only Julian oversaw wardrobe logs. Only he knew which hats she favored, and which feathers might draw attention. Back in the hall, Arthur met Julian polishing silver. "You manage Lady Eleanor's attire?" Julian nodded. Among other duties, his hands didn't tremble. "Did you notice a feather missing from her blue hat?" Julian paused. "I don't count ornaments, sir," but his eyes flicked toward the study door. Arthur stepped closer. The window was never opened. Yet someone planted evidence to say it was. Using her feather, her style, her name. Julian set down the cloth. "If I wanted to frame her, why leave a trace only you'd notice?" A fair point. Too fair, like he'd rehearsed it. Arthur returned to the window, tested the lock again. Solid. Then he checked the sill. No mud, no rain splash inside. Storm raged all night, yet the floor stayed dry. So the open windows story was fiction, invented to suggest an intruder, or to muddy the timeline. But the feather, that was personal, intimate, cruel. Eleanor valued appearances. Her hats were armor. To use one against her wasn't just framing, it was humiliation, a message wrapped in plumage.
Who hated her enough, or feared her knowing too much? She planned divorce,
She knew about the old will. She saw Alistair burn paper in the grate.
Arthur recalled her words. Time lies often. Now space lied too. A closed window made open. An innocent feather turned into proof of guilt. He placed the feather in an envelope, labeled it. The real intruder wasn't outside. They'd been here all along, moving objects, swapping cups, burning wills, stopping clocks. And they knew Eleanor's habits, her wardrobe, her routines. Only 2 people fit: Julian or Alistair himself, before he died. But Alistair was dead by 9. The feather was placed after the body fell, after the cup was swapped, after the watch was stopped. So it had to be Julian, unless Eleanor planted it herself, to appear framed. Too risky, too theatrical, not her style.
Arthur stared at the feather through the glass. It shimmered, beautiful, false, out of place. Like everything in this house, since Alistair took his last breath.
The storm never touched this room, but someone made sure it did, using a woman's feather, a locked window, and the quiet certainty that no one would check twice.